I want to share with you a technique called unwinding, which is something that was presented to me on the cranial sacral therapy trainings. And with unwinding, it's a way of engaging with the body. So you just hold and support the other person's body, and it naturally just wants to move in its own way. And this is an incredibly freeing and liberating experience. And we can kind of get into this ourselves if we just relax the body and start to let go. This is so good for all stress related symptoms, and it's very good for tinnitus. And if you go and have a cranial sacral therapy session, many practitioners have been shown how to help you unwind, and once you have it done to you yourself, it becomes much easier. But I just want to share with you the basic principles that are fantastic once you get into it. So like Tai Chi, a lot of always keeping the movements quite sort of gentle and slow and flowing, because this kind of movement in Tai Chi, for example, you learn very specific movements which are just amazing for calming and settling the mind. So to unwind, all you need to do is to have a bit of space, maybe 20 minutes, not to be interrupted by anybody, to be home alone, and to just very gently just start moving. So at first you're going to be doing this very consciously, just slowly allowing your body to move, just flailing the arms around a little bit and moving your hips and legs a little bit, and just sort of getting used to the freedom of raising a leg and stretching it out, so kind of limber up slowly and just feel the body, not forgetting your ankles and your feet. And once you start moving in this way, I'd like you to consider that if you just relax, the body will just carry on moving by itself. Now, for the really mentally fixated people among you, you may think, what a load of nonsense, how can the body move by itself? But actually, if you just relax into it and kind of just let your body do what it wants to do, you can start to get all sorts of movements coming in which you're not particularly controlling. You're not making it happen, you're just kind of allowing the body to get into it. It looks maybe a little bit funny, but trust me, it's incredibly relaxing. So my left arm, it just went into quite a big release there in the shoulder blade. And the interesting thing with this is if you put your attention anywhere in the body, so I'm feeling my pelvis is there, the body kind of reacts and does its own thing. The best thing is just to see what happens. And if you find little shakes or little quivers or trembles, it's very good to let these spontaneous movements come out of the body, because if we're very tight and held and rigid and defensive and bracing ourselves against what is very challenging in life, then if you let the body free up, it can quite suddenly twitch and flicker and react in a way that's very releasing and freeing. What's wonderful about this is that it's free, you can do it at home, and the more you get into it, the more the body can start to do things that might surprise you, and it just leaves you feeling incredibly smooth and calm and in touch with the body, which is fantastic. The movements don't have to be big or sudden or fast, but just generally allowing this to take you over, so to speak. It's a very interesting thing. There are lots of dance movements which are kind of encouraging this kind of work. You can find 5 rhythms dances where you have different kinds of music and 5 different states of mind, and they're very free spaces where you can just join in. Anything goes. You can dance with people, you can dance by yourself. The 5 rhythms is fantastically freeing for the body and the mind, and it can really help you let go of these fixed, wretched mindsets that get in the way of everything. So if you can find any 5 rhythms dances, I recommend it highly. Founded by this wonderful woman, Gabriella Roth, who created this wonderful approach to the body, and it just gets you into a very body-based, calm, flowing, freeing state of mind, and it can really help you go into unwinding mode. So I just wanted to share this with you because it's very simple and it's a brilliant way of getting out of your brainy, heady states and into calm, releasing body states. Dancing is one of the most liberating, de-stressing things we can do. So for goodness sake, put the music on and dance, and try, once you've danced, just to unwind, just see what your body does, and let's see where it takes you. It's fascinating and incredibly relaxing.